Hello, my name is Lo Mohamedou. I'm a ServiceNow technical architect at Fujitsu, Belgium. So I wanted today to share some custom solution I built for one of my customers. So basically, been many years actually, we have had this requirement of having a form where we can select multiple date. However, it doesn't come out of the box with ServiceNow. I had this requirement the first time in 2018, and I managed to challenge the customer processes, and at the end we didn't need it. uh, Many years later, so in 2025, I got the same requirement with customer challenge it, but we do need it. So I built this solution that I wanted to share with you. I will be sharing it on LinkedIn probably and on the ServiceNow community. So I will just give you quickly a demo, and then I will also create another video where I explain how you can implement this in your own instance or PDI. So let's see here, you have a calendar, so you can choose the year, you can choose the month, and then you can select multiple date. So this was actually the things that we didn't have. In this specific occasion, I have to make sure that the date can't be in the past, and it has to be in the same month. So basically for my customers, they need to submit at the every month or whenever they want the number of days they came either with bike or public transportation, and then they get some extra money for it. And that's why. So now when we say in the past, it allows still this current months but not the months after. So here you have these two things, and what it does is basically make sure that you don't choose a day in the future. Instead of what we usually do, meaning you put the date and then you have an error message telling you it can't be. Here, based on these two, I only make available the options they have. So to make sure they want to be making mistakes. So let's say if I select September, you see the dates are not available if I select October. But if I come to the current month and the months before, we have the date. So this is just to make sure, to me it's more user friendly to not give them the option rather than giving them the option and then after showing a message that says how you can't. Another thing you will see also, because it has to be within the same range, so now you can see I can select any of the months, but as soon as I select a date, look what's interesting, you can't change the date, the year, and the months. You have to stay in the same month here, you see. And then if I make a mistake and actually that was not July, so if I do this again, you can change the year and you can change the month and fill, for example, August. This is totally dynamic. Let me just show you before I submit what this does. So basically these are from system properties. So if I change the system properties, so this one I will put it to false, and the other one I will put it to true. So now I will remove those two controls, and if I come again, so you see I removed these two controls. So if I just refresh the page, you will see that I don't have those messages. So basically it's very dynamic. Now before we went to September, you didn't see any possible date that you can select. Now if I go to September, you can select the date because I didn't add that constraint. And the second one was also the range. So now I don't have a constraint on the range. So before you wouldn't be able to select another month, but now you can. So you can select September and August. So this is the feature. You can add more control obviously to make sure it meets your needs. So let me just activate again the controls. All right. And now if I refresh the page, you will see again we'll have the red message that will talk about the controls. And again, September, you want to see a date available. So let me just choose July, and now I can see all the months. As soon as I choose any date, because it has to be in the same month, I won't have any option. So I will just pick some random date. When I will submit, nothing will happen. It will just create an incident for the purpose of this demo. I didn't want to add more info. Also, you can see here, if I remove a date, it will also be removed from here. So basically, I show it for the demo, but that field will be hidden from the customer instance. And from this field, you can add all the control you want. So now, if I submit, it submit the incident, and that's it. I have no logic behind. One thing, I will make another video just to make sure it doesn't get too long to explain what I did. But basically, in order for this to work, what I had to do is I downloaded a GS library and a CSS from Flatpicker with the calendar. I created a UI macro and a widget. So the UI macro to be able from the catalog item, the record producer, to choose a variable type custom where I select which UI macro and the widget, and all the logic is built on the widget. I will show more about that on my next video, which is on how to implement it and explain a bit how this works. So again, my name is Lo Mahamadou, and thanks for following this video. I forgot to mention, I built this solution also with the big help of one of my colleagues, and his name is Yoni van Bogart from Fujitsu as well, Belgium. And he helped me a lot in adding the controls, making it dynamic, adding listeners to make it really user-friendly. So a big thanks to Yoni van Bogart. And please feel free also to reach out if after sharing all this video and how to implement it, you still have issues to implement it. Thank you. Bye-bye.